carrier. You can see here it's a purse company. It has nothing to do with what you do. But this is the video. How many of you are using videos in your social media? Yeah, good. Okay, you should be. This is the video that was on the front page of her website that told her story. I hope you can tell by the large air quotes that she does not tell a story, but I want you to watch this video and afterwards we'll talk about it. We'll see what you think, okay? Let's roll the tape.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Breathe.
All right, ready? Yeah.
What does the Journey Collection mean to you? It means I'm being who I was born to be. I'm creating and I'm designing and I'm living my dreams, and this is the ripple effect of just finally getting to the place of doing what I so passionately love and want to be. A lot of people view me as the girl who lost my parents in college, and I was a girl that was supposed to carry on Paisan and Joyce's legacy, but deep down, I want to be me. I want to be Jennifer Page. I want people to look at me and be like, she listened to her own intuition, she listened to her heart, and she followed her dreams. Soul Cure is a fashion brand and it designs handbags, but it's so much more than that. I want it to be about encouraging young people to be who they are, to follow their dreams, and to not get swept up in the white noise, but to know that if there's something what they want to do, to go after it and do it with all their heart and all their passion. If you're doing what you're meant to do, you will get there.
All right, so what'd you think? Look at you're like, we have a few intermittent claps. Okay, so let's be real here. How many of you thought that video was pretty good? Yeah, okay, you can, yeah, because at first you knew it was the before video, so you were like, this is supposed to be the bad one. But it was pretty good, so let's say that right now. You can do pretty good things and not tell a story, and you probably could have swapped out, like, what this meant. You could say, like, what Monet means to me is following my dreams, pursuing my passion, right? Like you could say that. It was a lot of that high level, that passion talk, but she didn't tell a story. And here's the biggest mistake that we make when it comes to telling our stories. This is the opportunity that we miss. We allude to the story, but we don't actually tell it. We allude to a story. We mention there's a story there, but we don't tell the story. How many of you heard what the story might have been? That she lost her parents? How many of you heard her say that? Raise your hands. Right? Everybody, almost everybody heard her say that. And even when she said that, didn't your brain go like this? Like, I'm about to hear a story, because your brain wants to hear stories, but she kept going, so you kept going, and what we got was a pretty good video, and nobody was the wiser for it. The question is, how differently would you feel about this brand, about her, if she told that story? Good news. You don't have to wonder. We have an after video. So I get together with Jen. It turns out this moment with her parents really was the catalyst for starting this company. So we reworked the script. I want you to watch this video now and see if you can tell the difference telling the story makes.
I suppose my story starts like anyone else's. My parents wanted what was best for me and not to have to experience the struggles that they did. I pursued a business degree, and then afterwards I planned to pursue law school. Then when I was 21, my life changed. I woke to find myself hanging upside down by my seatbelt. My family's SUV had flipped over several times, hitting the base of a concrete billboard before coming to a stop. Both my parents were taken from me that day. My mom was killed instantly, and my dad died hours later in the hospital. I knew that saying goodbye to two people I loved would be hard, but what I wasn't expecting was how hard the aftermath would be. Everyone was wondering what I would become in light of this tragedy. There was a lot of pressure, scrutiny, a lot of noise. I'll never forget the last words my mother said to me. She was sitting in the passenger ignite people to do what they're meant to do. I don't know where you'll be when someone asks you that question, where do you want to go? Or if you will have to ask it of yourself. But when that day comes, I hope that Soul Carrier can be a reminder to tune out the noise and to choose the path you were meant for.
Soul Carrier. What a name.
So let me ask you, could you tell the difference? Isn't it shocking? Like, in looking back on it now, isn't it incredible that she didn't tell that story in the first place? Like, why wouldn't she? And doesn't the name Soul Carrier mean something different to you? For a while, Jen was getting more speaking engagements than I was, which was irritating, if I'm honest. Like, right? But people wanted to hear that story. Here's the thing, however, the danger of showing you that video. So let me put it this way. There are two people I want to talk to in this room right now. The first person is the person who watched that video and thought, I have a story that big. I have a story I have my own story. That sounds a little bit, feels a little bit like that. And I don't know if I should or how to tell it. And to you, I say give it the time and the space that it needs. And if and when, and only if and when, you decide you're ready to tell it, I hope you do. The second person I want to talk to in this room is the person who watched that video and thought, I don't have a story that big. Nothing that big has ever happened to me. I've just kind of lived my life and I've made some choices. Like, what good are my small, insignificant stories? And to you I say, I started this whole presentation with a story about a bad haircut. That was not a big story. It isn't the magnitude of the story that matters. It's the decision to tell one. I hope that's the decision you make. All right?